About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road.
And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
Now Mahomes. To Mixon on the check down. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Chiefs defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
A gain of 19.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 56 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
8 yards to go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plan.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
For Xavier Worthy. Incomplete. It leads to
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers for Mixon last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Delgado. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Denver.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's Nix. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. To throw is Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's another Broncos 1st down. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Nix going to give to Harvey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A gain of a yard on the play.
Now it's Nix. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Harvey will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Mahomes going to throw. Able to get away. Mahomes will do it himself. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 26-yard
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. This 2nd and 4.
at his own 49-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Nix from the shotgun. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And now here comes Kansas City. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
This will be caught once again by Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Number 5, Marquise Brown. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Delgado. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 25 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And he goes out right around the 39. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Xavier Worthy. 11 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 12.
Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Leo Chenal there on the coverage.
To throw, here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here's third and a few inches.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Nix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20 to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep it tight end.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. In motion goes the tight end. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Nix to the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10.
Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
Mahomes going to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. Denver's offense now set to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Broncos field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
11 more yards. That's another Kansas City.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
It's a gain of 14.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Fight and throw. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
A spin. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Broncos first down.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hines.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Milton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They begin with a run by Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
He'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Delgado. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
27-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. 2nd down and 3. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Kansas
Back
City
to throw now on first down.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got him in, it's Brown. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete. Noel Williams on the coverage.
Nix from the shotgun. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
Complete to number 33. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
To throw, here's Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
2-yard gain.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Broncos first down.
On play action, here's Nix.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the Chiefs'
They run with Hines. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Up the middle they go. Milton. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3. Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. John Franklin Myers, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive with Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Oh, what a move. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A short throw there to Strange. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This goes out wide from Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
9 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Mixon. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
27. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Broncos now down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one too low. This crowd is. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass complete to Hines. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he'll be out right at the 35. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Here's 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Nix. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
10 yards. That's another Broncos.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. It's complete to Cruz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal.
And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Nix looking to throw again. Now he's going to step up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
5 yards.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today.